So when I was in school, I remember that there was this girl I really had a crush on. Her name was Tristan. So I want you to imagine me, young Osil, back in high school. There was this girl I used to have a really big crush on. Her name was Tristan. I remember just thinking about her. This was like 7th grade and this went all the way until 10th grade, just so you guys know. But there was this girl I had a crush on. She was like a short little, like kind of thick Latina. She was a baddie, bro. I really had to have a crush on her. And long story short, I did end up getting her phone number and it ended with the dreadful text. So we go back and forth after a week of talking and she sends me that dreadful text. She was like, hey, I would really appreciate it if we just stopped texting and we just stay as friends. Oh. And I wasn't stupid at the time. I've been watching, a bit of the red pill content on YouTube. So I already knew what this meant. She really wasn't effing with me. So I was like, fuck. And then I remember feeling this, like, after she sent that text, I just immediately just deleted her number because I wasn't that stupid. Wasn't going to try and simp. So, oh, please, come back. Like a lot of dudes do. I mean, I've been bad, but I wasn't ever that down bad, right? No shame to you if you've ever been there. I'm just glad that hopefully you're out of there. And if you aren't there, hopefully you're going to get yourself out after this video. But I just remember thinking to myself, man, I wasted so much time with worrying about this chick. I wasn't in better shape. I could have been focused on making varsity for my basketball team, which I didn't. I wasn't, I had a dream of being a YouTuber back then. I hadn't posted any videos. I hadn't learned anything about being a YouTuber. And I had mediocre grades. I was like B's and C's type student. So I was like, man, what have I been doing the last 3 years? I've been letting the days go by, getting older, just wasting time. I had that thought and that just inspired me to make this video to talk to you guys. Don't waste time when you're in your 20s. Become someone of value. Here's topic number 1 of today's video. The main problem with getting a female whenever you haven't become the man is that you're naturally going to get a lesser quality female. Or if you do get her, you're probably gonna end up effing up the relationship because you're not a man of significance value. You're not the caliber of dude that can retain a high value female. I'm not gonna mention any names, but there was a lot of men that I went back to high school with that they ended up getting married right after like college and stuff. They're in their early 20s or during college they'd get married. And then a year later, they're already broken up, got a divorce, and the dude has to pay for a freaking baby already. It's like, bro, you just met this girl. You're at the low point of your life. Because at the end of the day, the way women work is as soon as they turn 18, they're at their maximum peak value. Whereas men, they're in their peak value like later on in life. It's like when they're 30s, right? So you're getting with a female that not only, she might not be the best for you, but even if you get her, you probably won't be able to keep her. And they're just over here already getting divorced. I'm not going to say any names. I'm just going to refer to him as Jeffrey. Jeffrey's a good one. We'll call him Jeffries. And I will say this, bro. Even if you're not going to listen to me, even if you got the girl, you think you love her, at the very least, this goes for anyone. Live with the girl for at least 1 year. My mom told me this, and this is so powerful. It's because when you live with a person, it's nothing like, just meeting them a couple times a week after 6 months. You really don't know that person because you're seeing the best of them. If you're thinking about getting married with someone, getting married in the church before God or in front of the government to where you had to, anything happens, you got to support this female for the rest of your life and give her half your things, right? Live with the girl for at least 1 year because no matter how much someone can try and fake it and act a certain way, this is good advice for women as well. Their true colors will eventually show out. You're going to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. And from there, you can make the best possible decision on whether or not this person is exactly the type of person you see yourself being happy with, you can be committed with. Live with this person for at least a year. I don't care what no other person says. You have to do that. You have to really get to know the person. I'm not saying go, have sex before marriage. I'm saying live with them, get to know them, make sure it's a person you see yourself having a future with, that you are happy with. Because marriage is not some little thing. I mean, when you get married, especially for us dudes out there. I mean, it's half your stuff. It's half your hard work. I mean, if you are someone that's working hard, or maybe you're just a bum, you really don't care. But for working men like you and me, it's half of everything you've got, bro. So you don't want to F that up with the wrong chick who doesn't align with your goals. And you want to be on self-improvement. Become a man that can attract a higher quality of female. Here's the second topic. There's a reason why you see people like Andrew Tate, Iman Gandhi, Hamza, all these other like millionaires that are super successful, high levels in business and entrepreneurship. They're not with female partners. They're single, and it's for a reason, a very good reason. It's that it's very hard to focus your energy and attention towards one thing. You have to have a priority, not a bunch of priorities. So let's say you're trying to balance, fitness and business, but you also got a girl you got to go see here and there. Oh, you gotta text her. Oh, you gotta talk to her. She needs time. She needs attention. Bro, don't do that bullshit, man. Become the man first. Become as fit as possible. Become as successful. Start your business. Start making $1 million. Build $1 million business first. Before you do any of that other garbage, focus on this stuff. Because I'm going to tell you guys a story. I used to know a guy. His name was, we'll just call him Jeffrey again, okay? So I knew this guy. His name was Jeffrey, right? This is parents of my friends. Really great guy. He made the big mistake in that he got married with a female that was not a very high quality female. He got married young. Like he was like in his early 20s, right? And he actually worked as a film director, okay? So he was doing good, you know, making pretty good money for himself, this and that, the whole shebang. Anyways, he gets married with this chick and he comes back home from work one day and he sees her in bed with another man. You can imagine the rage he felt. He decided to go and beat up the dude. But the problem was he hasn't been on self-improvement. He's not in good shape. He's like 5'6", you know what I mean? He's like a shorter guy. He gets beat up. And then out of a fit of rage, after the dude runs off, so the guy's gone, the girl's still there. She's trying to explain to him, you're never there. You don't give me enough attention. He grabs his hand and he's like, pop, smacks the shit out of her. It leaves a big old mark on her face. And as you can imagine, you know, she goes crying home, you know, talks to her parents. And immediately the parents, you know, they're degenerates as well. So they're telling her, we're going to report this guy to the police. You know what I mean? And that's what they do. They report him to police. He gets locked up in jail on charges of assault and battery for the next like 10 years, bro. Like dead ass. And when he gets out, you can imagine he's pretty depressed. He's like in like his like late 30s, but he looks like he's in his 60s, bro. Because he's been smoking, drinking, all over alcohol and all these other like coke, all the bad stuff you can imagine, guys. He looks horrible. That's why I tell you guys and tell other people in my lives, but they don't listen to me. The female you choose is one of the most important things that isn't talked about enough. And we all know we need to be in good shape. We all know we need to, you know, become successful, start a business, escape the rat race, yada, yada, yada. But not enough people are talking about the importance of finding the right female, vetting her out, getting to know her the right way before committing to her. Because just the wrong female can set you back years, bro. And I don't want that to happen to you guys. Don't end up like Jeffrey. Here's a quote I really love by Tristan Tate that best tells the story that I'm trying to tell you guys and paints the point. You will attract more bees with honey than you will trying to go out there and catch them with a net. What he means by that is this, is that if you become the man, Abraham Lincoln once said, if I were to cut down the largest and biggest and most widest tree in the forest and I had 8 hours to do it, I would spend the first 7 hours sharpening my axe and then go cut it for an hour. What he means by that is sharpen yourself, become sharp. Become more confident, learn game, learn how to like be in control of your emotions, read books, learn and self-invest in yourself. The best investment you guys will ever make is on yourself, guys. Once you are the man, then go out there and start talking to females, having conversations, you know, meeting new women, meeting new females. Don't be one of these losers just going around the mall like Jeffries and just running around talking to all the different females. Don't do that shit, bro. That's not cool. It looks gay as heck, man. You look stupid doing that, just so you know. I hate to be rude here, but dudes that run around talking to all these different females, they got Tinder, they got a TikTok brain, their mind's effed up, they're doing degenerate stuff. That shit is not cool, bro. You gotta focus on yourself. Get in good shape. There's nothing cooler than being the guy that can like do 12 pull-ups in a row. The guy that can bench press over 200 pounds. That shit is cool, bro. But being some skinny kind of toothpick guy, you get the stinky hole after like a year of trying. Congratulations, bro. You got the stinky hole. I hope you feel proud of yourself, because that's ultimately what you're gonna end up getting whenever you don't self-invest, you don't become a high quality dude first, and then go get females. Scarface once said, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the bitches. That quote is so true, guys. I know it's a movie and all, but that's real life advice for you guys right there. By the way, before we get on to topic number 3, I just want to say this, guys. My name is Osil. I post daily videos about self-improvement, fitness, dating, becoming the best possible version of yourself. So if that interests you all, if you want to see less garbage stuff like Mr. Beast and junk, and you want to see more educational type content like this one, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so you see more content like this in your feed, and let me know down in the comments what type of video topics you want me to cover next, guys. Also, if you look at the description, I got all my links. You can follow me on Instagram, book one-on-one coaching with me, and all that good stuff, guys. I post daily videos. I'm here to help you guys out. So with that said, topic number 3 of today's video is, if you try to chase women and you try to chase success, you will fail at both. Here's why. We all know that our time is limited. So let's say you go to sleep for 8 hours. You have 16 hours in a day, right? Imagine if every single day you spend 2 hours working out and the other 12 hours focused on business, right? You can say, well, I only spend 1 hour a day on my girl. Okay, that 1 hour is not really 1 hour though, because she takes up space in your mind. She texts you good morning, you gotta reply to good morning. She calls you, you gotta pick up the phone. You're thinking about her. You're worried. Is she out with another dude? This and that. She's mad today. She has, like, let's say she has a day she has negative energy. That negative energy gets transferred onto you. Let's say there's days where she's positive. It might be positive. That's good. But she's gonna bring you down some days. And those days where she brings you down, you're gonna miss an entire 12-hour day. You should have been focused. You should have been working. You just lost an entire day, bro. Why do you think all these successful people I told you about, they don't get into relationships for a good reason? Now, I'm not telling you to never get in a relationship. I'm saying that you shouldn't get in a relationship too early like most people do. This is the number one biggest mistake I see most dudes in their 20s making that is hindering them from success and becoming more successful, doing the right habits. It's hard to build a life worth living if you have this big distraction, because that's ultimately what females are naturally going to be. It's a big distraction because their love language is time. Whereas men, we're different. We don't really need to spend a lot of time with a female. We can go in there, handle business, just have some good fun, and then keep going and, talk to her every once in a while. Females need quality time and attention. So if you're not giving her that, she's gonna keep nagging you. She's gonna be negative, get it on your back, start yapping a whole bunch. But if you are giving her your time, then you're giving up your time that you should have been focused on this. And now people like me don't have that distraction. They're just kicking your ass in business every single day that you lose that. The life is too competitive now as a man to just lose days for no reason. You gotta be hyper competitive and compete. Getting in a relationship, a serious relationship, or even worse, getting married, getting a chick pregnant, you're just like dooming your life. You're just throwing away any chance you might have had for success. Now, I'm not saying if you have that already, you can't be successful. I'm just saying it is 10 times harder. That's the bottom line. Versus me, I'm single. I got all the time in the world. I could put all my time to YouTube. I could put all my time to the gym. I could put all my time towards, growing an audience, helping out young men on their self-improvement journey. Doing what I love to do, guys. Even a biblical principle. I'm not sure if you're a believer or a non-believer, but whether you are or not, please hear me out real quick because this applies to both. You can only serve two masters, right? So either you're a Christian or you're Catholic or some other denomination. You believe in God, you serve him, right? Or you don't, and you're part of the world and you serve the devil. Because at the end of the day, who controls the world? The devil. It's just plain and simple. Either you're here or you're there. A lot of people like to say I'm neutral. I'm sorry, but you can't be neutral. If you pay attention to the news and what's going on with the world, it's very clear that who runs the show on the world, right? Anyways, with that said, guys, I'm not telling you not to get with a woman, but I am saying first, invest in yourself, become the man first, then go attract a woman. It'll be a lot better, especially in 2024. Let's be honest, guys. Life as a man is way harder than it used to be. Back in the day before social media, you were only competing with a couple dudes in the social circle. Now you're competing with like multimillionaire dudes online on Instagram. Girls have access to these dudes now and they're hitting them up. So the world is super hyper competitive. So in order to compete, you got to be competitive as well. And this is a way to be competitive, is to grow your status, money, fitness, all that good stuff, guys. And with that said, yeah, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Check out this video right here. YouTube says you'll like it. My name is Osil. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay blessed.